Hello everybody, Demon Red Mist here. Date today is the 13th of May, I think it is, and it is absolutely baking. It is red hot. Now, I am over at the parents, and as you may have seen on my last video, I mentioned that I'll be out of medication for a few days, and it's been pretty rough. But I have been to the doctors this morning to be able to sort out a review of my medication, so I am back on that, but it's going to take a day or two for it to kick in again. I've been here for a little while today, but I've been helping my dad out with something, and at some point today I will potentially be helping him out again. So I was just looking at something, obviously, because I was looking over there, so I must have been looking at something. Got a couple of bits to do with my dad today, but today is the day I make a proper start on the base of this unit. That's what today is for. I've been waiting ages for this day, so I am going to make a start on it. However, there is something that I want to do before I do that, and that's because it was my dad's birthday yesterday. And I've got him a gift, but I kind of need to put something together. Basically what I've done is I have got him, you probably think this is a really shit gift, but trust me, my dad will like it. I got some coat hooks, but they are LNER, and if you know what that is, then well done. If you don't know what that is, it's to do with railways. Okay. So I was just looking at it, yeah, and they come in two pieces, so I could have just given him like all of these, but that'd be a bit shit. So what I'm hoping is that I can find a nice piece of wood. I'm actually thinking an old piece of wood, but that looks all right, that I can then put these on and give it to him as a completed unit. So that's what I'm going to try and get done first, because I do know he's going to be coming back over at some point and he doesn't know I've got those. So if I'm going to do that, I need to get that done before he comes over. But yeah, I am going to be making a start on sanding the base, and over the last few days I've been thinking a lot about what to do with the whole of the inside of this unit. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that that it would be a little bit wrong of me to not do this properly. So what I am going to do is I am going to sand down the whole thing, inside and out, and the whole of the inside is going to get a coat of stain, of varnish. At least then it'll look, if I grab one of the drawers, so the inside will basically look like this does. It'll look fresh, it'll look much better, and I must admit, these are, these have been done for quite some time now with their first layer, and their colour is changing slightly, or it could just be that they're getting dirty, dusty, but I am liking how these are looking. These are looking very, very nice, and I am looking forward to when I can actually properly complete these, because once it's had the second and third coats and then the clear varnish, it will hopefully look really, really nice, really stunning. I have been contemplating putting another coat of varnish, sorry about my nose, another coat of varnish on this, but as you can see, with it having dried up properly, it's not looking as red as it was. However, when you look at it from a distance, I don't know if I'll be able to show it, if you look at it from a distance, you can really tell that there's a colour difference here to here. and it's not just because it's turned. So I have been contemplating whether I should wax some extra coats on this, but no, I've decided I'm going to stop myself from getting ahead of myself, and I'm going to start sanding this beast. I nearly said bitch. I'm sanding this beast because it is going to be a little bit time consuming, and there's no way I'm getting it all sanded down in one go. But what I'm thinking of doing is I'm probably going to tip it on its back so that I can sand on a level, and I'm going to start on the front so we can see how much of a difference that'll be. I will pop a picture before sanding, half sanded and then completely sanded on the front so we can see how it looks. So that's what I'm going to be getting on with today. So I suppose on my next video clip that I do on today, depending on who comes over, will be to have a look at how my dad's gift looks, and also an update on the front of this. Right, let's crack on. Okay, I lied. Next video clip is not an update on the base. I've been having a look around for some old wood, and unfortunately I've not found any sort of old treated wood, which is really what I was kind of looking for. The pieces that I found weren't quite suitable, but alright, I have found a piece of wood which I think will work quite nicely, right? And that's because it's not just a normal piece of wood, in that it has got a shape to it, right? It's got a nice curvature. Now it has got holes in the ends, dowel holes, and these are the bits of wood that were where we got the dowels from to fix the top of the unit, right? So this is part of the bed that we had when we were kids, and surprisingly this is in pretty good condition. Now I'm not going to actually treat it, I'm not going to do anything to this, although I am contemplating cutting it down a little bit so that there aren't any holes in the ends. I'm in two minds. It would look better if I did, so I think I might have to, but it means doing a little bit of measuring, otherwise it's going to look a bit off kilter. But I mean, let's see, how will it look? Yeah, I think that'll look quite smart. And okay, I could have gone out and bought a specific piece of wood or spent ages working on a piece of wood, but to be fair, this is a piece of wood that probably would never have got used for anything, and there is another one, so I could always get more. I might have to put the other piece somewhere, stash it somewhere safe, in the boot of the car, so that it can be used in the future. But we'll see what happens when I give it to him. So I am going to go and chop the ends off, and then I'm going to screw those on, and then I shall go and give it to him, and we'll see how depressed he is by it. But they do say a gift is not about how much money you spend on it. It's about the meaning. So making a gift can mean a hell of a lot more. Making a gift from scrap can mean a hell of a lot more than spending hundreds of pounds. At least I hope so, because I ain't got hundreds of pounds. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, you might not be able to see this too well, but I swear to God, that is the biggest fucking wasp I have ever seen in my life. Its body must be 1.5 inches fucking long. That's a fucking monster. That must be a queen. I've never seen anything that fucking big. I know the video ain't going to be showing much in the way of scale, but I'm going to have to kill it, I'm afraid. Okay, update. I haven't killed the wasp. It was too fucking big and scary. So as you might be able to tell, it's a little darker in here because I've turned most of the lights off and left the bug zapper on. Now, I haven't been over to see if it's got the wasp or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it couldn't fit through the grill. It was fucking huge. So yeah, so no news on the wasp walls yet, but I'm fucked for today. To be honest, I've done more than I should have done. I probably should have stopped once I'd got half of the sanding on the front done, because by that point I was well, my back was going, and now my back has gone. See if you can hear it crack. Oh, it won't. Oh, that was just a teeny crack. But yeah, so my back is my back's fucked. So I'm stopping for today. I have done the whole of the front face apart from one tiny little bit. Yeah, so the bit that I haven't done is this lip. You can see where the nail varnish was, and obviously that bit is still on there. So yeah, but I've done all of the front. Obviously I haven't done inside yet because that's not the front, that's inside. Other than this strip bit. Now I always intended to do this bit after sanding the front, but I'm so fucked now. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna let that simmer and bug me. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to. So what that means is, obviously, this is going to take quite a few sessions to do, which means this could take quite a few weeks to do. I mean, the front is a little bit fiddly. I mean, to be fair, the varnish that's on it already is coming off fairly easily. It's just the front is a bit fiddly. Inside's going to be a bit fiddly. The sides aren't going to be too bad. I mean, that strip that I just mentioned that I'd left, that goes around 3 sides. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the arse to sand. But that's kind of the fiddliest bits on the sides. The back shouldn't be too bad, really. So yeah, it might take a while. It might take a few sessions to get this close to needing its first coat of varnish. But to be fair, I always expected that. That's why I wanted everything else done so that I can focus on this. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm fucked. I am absolutely... I don't know if it's because of medication or lack of medication recently. Not been sleeping well, weird dreams. Or what, I don't know, maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's just the wasp. Honestly, I hope it could show up on the video I did, because I mean, what happened was I finished sanding and I was like, what the fuck is that noise over there? It almost sounded, you know, like when it's cold in winter time, when you can hear pipes clanging. That's what it sounded like, water pipes clanging. And I'm like, well, there's no fucking water pipes, so what the fuck is that noise? Walk around the corner and there's this giant fucking wasp. So yeah, I was like, right, okay, got to get that on picture on camera. But obviously, it was right on a light, so you might not be able to see it, but it was fucking beast. I'm going to have to go down the other end of the workshop to turn off the bug zapper, although, because there's 2 bug zappers in here, and one is usually on the wall just over there, but I've had to take that down today for what my dad is wanting to do on the wall, which means there isn't a bug zapper up this end, and I think if I might message him in a minute I mean, he was due to come back over. That reminds me, actually, I need to show you the gift. I'll go and sort that now. Okay, so there we go. The piece of wood works quite nicely with those hooks. My brother Steve popped over while I was putting it together and he goes, "Oh, it'd look better varnished." I was like, "I know it would, but it's for in a workshop, so it's not fancy." But to be honest, there's a perfect spot on the wall just over here that I was tempted to just bang it in and stick it on the wall. But I don't know what his plans are for where the bit of wall is. But yeah, I think that'll be a nice little addition to his workshop. As you can see, I'm a bit hot and sweaty. You can also see it's a little bit lighter. I've just opened the door because I've come back to this end of the workshop and it isn't the giant wasp, but there's another big fucking wasp. So I've opened the door in the hope that it's going to fly out, and it's literally 6 inches away and it's just flown past the door. And now it's 3 inches away. Go on, yeah, go on, out that bit. No, there, go on, outside, not inside. Things I fucking hate wasps. Bees, okay, fair enough. I mean, I do like honey, although I heard honey be described as bees barf, or that's American too. Basically, bees puke. Oh, you know what? I think I've just heard the clang. Oh, I have. The bee fucker's back. Oh no. I need a fucking tennis racket. And I swear to God, this thing is fucking huge. This is... I mean, I don't know if you can hear it clanging. If you could hear that, that was the fucking wasp. Right, I'm going to sign off for today, unless I'm going to do a short update video in a little while. If you don't hear from me ever again, it's because I've died from wasp. Anyway, have a good one. See you later. The wasp is dead.